Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Rookie. And first, I want to say I'm very excited to upload my very first YouTube video. I have planned to do this for a while now, and I've kind of just been learning, pretty much learning the process and figuring things out. So I'm very excited, man. I'm very happy to upload my very first video. But anyway, let's get to the point of this video, right? So as we all know, ranked is coming to Pokemon TCG Pocket. Something I'm very excited about. Something that I have been talking to my friends about for a while. So I'm very excited to see which route the game is going to go with its rank system. So in this video, I'm pretty much going to be talking about some concerns with rank being added, also some positives and things like that, and kind of like speculate or come up with some idea of how it may go and which system they might go with. But anyway, man, let's get to the video. I found this post here on PokemonMeta.com. Credit to those guys for uploading that. So it pretty much says here the first season will feature Shining Revelry, which is the new set that is announced to come out also on March 27th, along with Ranked. Now, I kind of have a bad habit of reading things and instantly jumping to conclusions. So I'm not saying I'm right. I know I'm 100% wrong, as a matter of fact, but I just want to share with y'all what my initial thought was when I read this, when it said the first season will feature Shining Revelry. Automatically in my head, I said, "Well, whoa, what does that mean? Does that mean that we can only use cards from the Shining Revelry set?" Which sounds insane, by the way. So I'm 100% sure that's not the case. That's just me sharing with you guys what my initial thought was. But anyway, moving on to rank. Very, very excited about this. I have been talking about rank for a while with some friends, and I'm very happy to see it come to Pokemon TCG Pocket. But also with the additional rank, there comes a lot of questions, some concerns as well. Well, first, we don't really know exactly. We don't know much about it. We don't know much in terms of like rewards. What we do know is that what we have here on the screen, like pretty much the emblems you will be earning as you climb the ladder on the rank. So pretty much you start off with a plain Pokeball, which is not a Pokeball at all, I think. And then you get a Pokeball, you get a Great Ball, and then you get an Ultra Ball, and then you get a Master Ball, which is a consistent ranking system I've noticed with Pokemon over the last few years. I did play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for a while, and they also kind of follow this system of awards or Pokeballs in their rank system. So other than that, not much is known about it. Like we don't know how the format is going to run. We don't know exactly how it's gonna like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of be measured. I mean, of course, if you play rank in any other video games before, you know very well that you win, you get rewarded. You lose points, or you get brought down, you get relegated. So I'm thinking, is it going to be like, say for example, you reach Ultra Ball level, but if you keep losing, then you get sent back to Great Ball level. So I don't know if they're gonna go for that type of system, but maybe they are, because when I think about not when I think about, but what I have come to see from Pokemon Pocket, it kind of has a everybody's welcomed type of theme. So I think they don't want to make this too competitive or too difficult for the casual players, or for the people that kind of just want to enjoy that feature, but not really too into getting into the top level, right? And I think the idea of them losing matches and them being brought down for losing in rank will make it very demoralizing for them. But at the same time, that is how rank works, right? If you play rank in any video game, that is how rank works. But I do know that Pokemon Pocket is very friendly to casuals, hardcore alike. But also, this can also mean that this is a Pocket way of saying, hey, we're about to ramp things up. Things are about to get very competitive, and if you can't keep up, then you get left behind, right? But I don't know, because they still have to balance casual and hardcore that casual and hardcore player base. So I don't know which way exactly how this system is gonna go. But the way I can kind of see it going to where the casuals are also welcome to this, it'll kind of work like the 45 win emblem events, where you're more rewarded for playing rather than winning. Like it's okay to lose, but the more you play, of course, the more you win, then you eventually reach that 45 win and you get the emblem. Now, I don't exactly want it to run like that, because rank should have some type of repercussions, right? When you're playing rank, losing should mean something. So I don't like. I'm very excited. I'm ultimately very excited to see how they're going to balance this and make it fair for both the casuals, or the hardcore. And maybe some of the hardcore players right now are thinking, forget about those casuals, right? If they can't keep up, that's their problem, right? But like I said, the game is very open to everybody though. So with this news, like I said, one of my biggest concern, ultimately, honestly, my biggest concern about this, if you play rank in any video game, right? Let's be honest, this is where things get extremely toxic, right? This is where toxicity just level just peaks to new heights, right? So, and the reason why I'm concerned about this because, and maybe I'm being selfish, right? And I think I am being selfish, is because maybe I speak for other people when I'm saying this. I enjoy Pokemon pocket battling system where like I can just go in a battle, and if I lose, whatever, it means nothing, and if I win, whatever, it kind of also means nothing. But it's just I can go and have a match, have two, three matches, have fun, and get off, right? Um, Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there for a little bit, but anyway, yeah. So the toxicity of it is I'm kind of concerned about how toxic this is going to get. Is this going to invite a more is this going to invite a more of a toxic experience where compared to like the casual gameplay where you do the TCG player or the beginner, whichever one you're at, where as the rank would it be a environment of nothing but pure meta decks, right? Nobody cares about trying something new. Nobody cares about trying something fun. They just want to win, win, win. But at the end of the day, I do understand that that's how ranked work, right? People, when you go into rank, you go in there to win. You're not going there to play around or nothing. It's very serious. I know I'm guilty of it too. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use some heavy meta decks to get some ranks because at the end of the day, we want that emblem, right? That emblem is really nice, and we want to show everybody that we made it to that level. But at the same time, like I don't want to lose the fun that I have in the game, if that makes sense, right? To me, the game is very fun, win or lose, where with rank, that losing part is going to start kind of being more detrimental, kind of more of like, okay, you're suffering for losing, and that's going to take away the fun, I believe, for a lot of people, right? I play a lot of rank games, so I can handle it. I can keep up with the pressure. But as far as like the casual players goes, how would that affect them, right? So I guess I'm kind of looking at this more on the spectrum. How is this going to affect everybody, hardcore and both casuals? And ultimately, I want the experience of this to be fun for everybody, right? I want us to also keep enjoying it, to keep playing it, because I feel like ultimately, if this ends up being a good result, if this ends up being a good thing for the game, obviously the game is only going to get better from there, right? And hopefully, it'll motivate people to be more competitive in the game rather than just be like casual. So maybe this can give casual players a chance to like prove that they can be better at the aspect of the game. So with that being said, though, I do hope it doesn't get too toxic. I really do hope that it doesn't get too toxic. I hope they can find a balance for both casual players and hardcore player. But hey, like I said, if you play rank before, that's where all the toxic stuff happens. So either way, though, I'm very, very excited to see where this goes. So with that being said, also the next thing I want to talk about is leaderboards, right? Will there be a leaderboard? And how will that leaderboard be measured, right? Because the way I'm looking at this is it's going to be a seasonal thing that resets monthly. So the way I'm looking at it is that all you have to ultimately do is reach the top rank, which is the Master Ball rank. And once you get your Master Ball emblem, you won't really need to keep playing ranked anymore. Or will they make it to where like you have to keep playing to the end of the month? Because if you don't, you could potentially lose that um, Master Ball level that you have already reached. You know, so I don't know if that really makes sense, but so like yeah, would it pretty much get okay? I reached Master Ball. I don't really have to do rank no more, or will I have to keep grinding out that Master Ball, or will they have kind of a leaderboard to where like it shows you at the end of the month, like this number of people reached Master Ball, this number of people reach Ultra Ball, stuff like that. Um, I wonder if that's going to be kind of how it works. Like I said, we have no idea how it's going to work. And with it launching in March, I mean, sorry, with it launching on Thursday, I don't think many more information is going to come out. But maybe more information will come out. So we'll see though, because the things with leaderboard is that depending on how you look at it, it could be something that will scare you away from playing because when you look at that leaderboard, it could be overwhelming trying to reach that top number, right? Maybe you have a goal of I want to reach top 500 in the world. Is that going to be a thing, right? Regional type of thing, or international type of thing. I want to be top 500 in the world, and some people see those numbers and they pretty much like, nah, I know I'm not going to make that number, so why even bother? You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to settle for the lowest emblem. They might not even try it, but some people might see it as a, hey, I've never gotten into Pokemon Pocket competitively yet, but this looks fun. I'm gonna really give this a shot, right? But we'll see. But anyway, with that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is pretty much the rewards, right? So I've seen on Discord already and on some YouTube videos about the rewards, and not much. Like I said, we don't know much about what's happening, what's going to be added into the rank system. But rewards is a big topic I've seen going around right now, and people are asking for potentially reaching, like, each time you reach a rank, for example, you reach a Pokeball, you can pretty much get a pack. Maybe some hourglass, maybe some yeah, something that will keep you grinding, keep you motivating. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, if there's not really much to grind for, much to, like, go for, you're not gonna really um spend too much time in ranked, unless like there are numbers, like for example your top 10, your top 5. If it's not gonna have those top numbers, the only thing to really grind for is gonna be the awards. Because once you reach that emblem level, like, you're not gonna really find the motivation or like the incentive to keep playing it, right? To keep doing rank. So I think some rewards will be good. It will be motivating for players to keep pretty much grinding it. But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about in terms of ranked. Like I say, coming out March 27th, which is Thursday, and I'm very very excited to see which way this goes. I like ultimately what I want for this is to be a very fun experience for all of us, right? I know we all play this game, we all enjoy it, we all Pokemon fans. So ultimately, what I want is for everybody, whether you're a casual, whether you're a hardcore player, to be able to play it and to enjoy it as well, right? Not just play it, but to also enjoy it, and then make it not feel kind of like a chore, right? Make it entertaining, make it engaging, right? Of course, this is their first time launching it for Pocket. They done ranking other Pokemon games before, so obviously we can't be too judgmental when it first comes out. But also, if we think that things need to be better, we can definitely let them know what needs to be better. Because as of right now, I got to give them credit. They've done a great job at keeping up with, like, pretty much the feedbacks, right? Like for example, with the trading came out and people hated it, didn't like the concept, and now they're talking about changing the trading, and hopefully the trading gets a lot better. But yeah, ultimately, thank you for if you watched the video to the very end. I'm very grateful. Thank you once again for watching the video. Like I said, this is my very first YouTube upload. Obviously, there's a lot of things I got to work on and get better at, but ultimately, I'm very happy. So once again, thank you so much.